Hello again. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about music I enjoy. I have 6 records to talk about today that I picked up recently at Armageddon Record Shop in Providence, Rhode Island. Really nice little spot, like on the outskirts, sort of the city. It's still Providence, but it's not like in the heart of the city where like the fucking annoying ass traffic is and shit. Um, but yeah, spent a decent amount and got some quality stuff. Happy Halloween to people who celebrate Halloween. It is October 31st. I did record this video yesterday and it was 17 minutes long. And I can only upload 15-minute videos to YouTube because I'm not verified or whatever. So I had to make the video again, and that's okay. So yeah, I got 6 records here. I'd say like 4 out of 6 of them are metal, and then I got a movie soundtrack, which is really interesting, and then one of my favorite pop albums ever made. But let us talk about the first one. One of my favorite bands, Eyehategod, one of the bands that got me into the more extreme side of metal, even though they're not really like extreme metal. This is just dirty as fuck sludge metal infused with more like hardcore punk on this album than their other releases. From New Orleans, just about fucking degradation and dereliction and just fucking awesome shit, man. For when you need to hear some filth. This was the last album of theirs to feature their longtime drummer Joey Lacaz, who died after this was made. And then I'm guessing it's Jimmy Bower, Gary Mader, and of course Mike Williams on vocals, who's one of my favorite lyricists. I was kind of upset that there weren't a lot of lyrics given with this album. They just kind of have this printout right here with some lyrics, but I doubt this is like the whole album. He is a fucking exceptional poet, and I love just the way he says shit. He's really clever and interesting. But yeah, Eyehategod's self-titled album. Not my favorite Eyehategod album. Did I already say that? I like the earlier stuff a lot better, but this is still really quality stuff. It's a band that's been good for like 30 plus years, which is really rare. Next I guess I'll just talk about this. I have Watain's debut, Rabid Death's Curse. Evil as fuck, satanic black metal, right up my alley. I was actually reading this the other day. It says, all music and lyrics by Watain in honor of Satan, recorded in Necromorbis, year 2000. The curse is eternal. And it has all the lyrics here and some fucking just great black metal artwork. See them all posing there. Yeah, this is their debut. I haven't gotten like too deep into Watain. Out of like the bigger like black metal bands like Behemoth and Mayhem and Birdsome and Emperor, I've gotten more into those other bands. Haven't gotten like too much into Watain, but I saw this record and I was like, fucking man, I gotta have this shit. Really solid record though. Not like groundbreaking black metal, but really good, really fucking evil, great riffs. The riff on, I think it's actually the title track, Rabid Death's Curse, has a really fucking interesting, cool riff. Let me talk about. I guess I'll just talk about the movie soundtrack. I picked up 2001: A Space Odyssey, the official movie soundtrack from MGM Records. One of my favorite movies ever made, directed by Stanley Kubrick. I believe it was 1968 this movie came out. I actually haven't even heard the soundtrack in full. I don't even really remember what it sounds like, but I haven't... well, I'm interested in hearing it again. I haven't seen this movie in a while, but... yeah. This is an absolutely gorgeous film. Absolutely haunting film. And one of my favorites from one of my favorite directors. And this was $5 at the record store. And I thought that was a bargain. So I picked it up. And I'm excited to listen to that. I was trying to look for it on Spotify just so I could hear it before I made this video, but I don't think they have the full soundtrack on Spotify, so I actually have to use my record player. Next, let me talk about... Yeah, I'll just talk about this record. This has a darker cover. I think it's actually... Yeah, it's this way. This is Our Place of Worship is Silence, with their record Disavowed and Left Hopeless. Probably the coolest band name I've ever heard. Our Place of Worship is Silence. That's a fucking insane band name. This is fucking brutal, evil as fuck, dissonant death metal from, I don't actually know where. Another two-man band, which is just insane to me. I don't know how just two guys can write this music. This is a fucking just... Ugh, this album is so disgusting, man. It's been definitely in my rotation at the gym and just, well, really just going anywhere. Because I like listening to brutal music all the time. It has some really interesting artwork. Relatively like unknown band. I don't see many people talking about this band. Reminds me of stuff like sort of like Portal, maybe like Ulcerate, Primitive Man, stuff like that. Portal is more like avant-garde. This is kind of more like straightforward, in your face, and it is, I think, more ignorant. Like, it has more breakdowns and just like fucking brutal fucking filth that's not really meant to scare you. Like Portal has the whole horror thing going on, but anyway, Our Place of Worship is Silence. Their record Disavowed and Left Hopeless. That was probably my favorite like find out of these 6 records. That's a pretty underrated one. I will talk about this next. Back to the black metal. Kekht Arakh with their album Night in Love. Fucking, I love that cover. Beautiful, melancholy cover. This is really interesting music. It's black metal that's sort of romantic and more like gothic than usual. Like half this album is not even really black metal. It's like it has these like songs was just these lo-fi like piano instrumentals or guitars or whatever, and these sort of whispered spoken word passages, which is really interesting. I don't know if I think this is a one-man band. I don't actually know. They're from Ukraine. That's about all I know about them. Comes on this silver vinyl. A lot of people know Kekht from, really like this color, from their album Swordsman, which is another good one. But I saw this one and I picked it out. Romantic black metal. Does it exist? I guess so. Still a pretty like evil fucking melancholy album. It's not really DSBM, but it definitely does put you in a mood. So that is Kekht, Night in Love. And then my last album that I picked out, one of my favorite albums ever made, going completely in a different direction from the metal and the dark music. Beach House, Depression Cherry. This album still makes me melt. I was just listening to it the other day and the fucking day before that. I forgot really how good this album is. It's not overly complex dream pop music, but it just works perfectly for me. It comes in with Levitation, and then everybody knows Space Song. That's like their biggest song. But Beyond Love, fucking Wildflower, Bluebird, and then Days of Candy is one of the fucking most gorgeous album closers I've ever heard. Beach House are one of my favorite groups ever. I think Depression Cherry is probably my favorite Beach House record. Bloom is very close, and then I love Teen Dream, and I like their debut and Thank Your Lucky Stars. Their last album that they put out, Once Twice Melody, I think it's called. I think it's just like a decent album. I felt like it was kind of too long, but they're still putting out quality music. Yeah. I love this fucking album, man. It doesn't even need a cover. It just needs the red, and it just needs those 4 words and just the track list on the back. Comes in this cool little, I don't really know what this is, like this neon flower type thing, and then sort of another one, standard black vinyl. I'm guessing they have like different versions of this album with like cooler vinyls, but I just got the basic one. But yeah, those are the 6 records that I picked out from Armageddon Record Shop in Providence, Rhode Island. This video was not 17 minutes this time, so I can actually upload it. We're only at 13 minutes and 20 seconds. Probably still too long, but what are you going to do? Anyway, I don't know what my next video is going to be. I have still a lot of records to talk about. Those were my new pickups, so I talked about those, but then I have some other shit to talk about, and I don't know when I'm going to upload again, but this is going up on Halloween. Again, happy Halloween to you people. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.